Yeah, let's keep that great conversation flowing right now on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And let's give you some advice when it comes to your kids, right? And obviously when our children are physically well, it encourages happy and peaceful families. But we all know that children's pain and fever requires swift attention and addressing them promptly, not only which provides relief, but also ensures their well-being and comfort. And I know we are all here for that. So we gave you the chance to ask the experts any questions about children's healthcare, courtesy of PANADO. And today we have an expert in the building. We're talking about general practitioner Dr. Leila Kassim, who is here to give you the answers that you need. Yes, this is an incredible opportunity, right? It's like a live consultation session with a real-life doctor right here. So let's dive into this firstly before I get into it though. Doc, how are you doing? Are you good?
I'm well. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here. So we're going to dive straight into these conversations, and a lot of questions have been coming through. First up, we have Emmy Grikwa, who wants to know how to control a high fever. So this is a question, how to control a high fever. Doc, what do you got for us?
So that's a very good question, and we are in the flu season, so we'll be having lots of kids having fevers. Okay. So it's always important to know non-pharmacological or pharmacological ways to reduce a fever. Non-pharmacological is basically taking all the hot clothing off your child, tepid sponging, and then pharmacological would be either using a syrup or a suppository like an Empaped suppository.
Okay, cool. So you've got options both on the outside and the inside. So yes, that's like a double-edged sword, like right there. I love that. All right, so the questions have been coming thick and fast. You are in demand, Doc, let me tell you that. So we're going to carry on doing that just now. Another one coming through saying, after how many days of fever can you start or should you start worrying, I'd imagine? Answers to that?
Yes, so another very good question. I would say that it's not always related to the amount of days, but rather, you know, the severity of the symptom.
Or the intensity of it, yeah.
The associated symptom.
Okay.
But I would say give it about 3 to 5 days, and then you should worry and chat to your healthcare provider. Also, associated symptoms. So if they have a fever with decreased level of consciousness, or they are not at their baseline. Also, if they have a fever and they have perhaps a seizure, that's a danger sign.
Oh, wow.
So that's very important to worry about.
Okay, yeah, for sure. And I'm loving these questions so far. Doc, thank you so much. This is absolutely great advice. We're going to keep the questions coming right now. We've got more to dive into. Next one is, how do we prevent children from getting the flu? Is that even possible? I mean, children go into so many crazy places at schools and adventures, always using their hands. Is it possible to even assist in this manner?
So I always say it's always good to make sure that you boost your child's immune system.
Yeah.
And make sure that they have a healthy lifestyle, a balanced meal, stay well hydrated, and to have enough sleep, about 6 to 7 hours of sleep a day. And then there is the flu vaccine that's available.
Okay.
So it's also always important to, if you know that someone is sick, try to avoid being in direct contact with them. And if you have a little baby or an infant, you know, let people know. Don't kiss your child. Don't let them kiss your child on the lips or on the face. It's these general measures that can help prevent them from developing a flu or viral infection.
Yeah, and small little changes that can actually make quite a big difference. I didn't even think about that one. Look, we've got one more question to go through right now. We have had to sift through so many of them, but finally they've asked, can paracetamol be given to babies under a year old? Ooh, this is great. And I'm assuming that would be to administer pain, right?
Yes, so also another very good question. Remember that always, if you are unsure about dosing or giving medication, chat to your healthcare provider. But paracetamol is safe from an infant, so from about 2 months of age. And then the way we dose paracetamol is 10 milligrams per kilogram. A nice, easy way to administer the medication is the weight of the child divided by 2.
Oh,
so,
okay.
But it is safe. It's safe in infants.
Brilliant stuff. Well, Doctor, thank you so much for coming through. This really has been educational, to say the least. And I think answering a lot of questions that have come through. And let me tell you, there were so many questions. And we are appreciative of your time. I want to say not only thank you, but also I'm hoping that you have an incredible day. If anybody out there, Mzansi, is looking for some more advice, then you can obviously reach out to Dr. Leila Kassim. She's based in Claremont. So, yeah, another friendly doctor and general practitioner at your service if you do need. But again, this was very, very insightful and such a pertinent conversation, especially for our kids. So, like the experts give you the assistance you need, I think PANADO gives you the power to fight your children's pain and fever. Now, your clear choice is PANADO grape and grape flavored syrup that is free from sugar, alcohol, tartrazine, and colorants, making it an alternative for all the free additive benefits. Now, remember, because it's free from colorants, PANADO grape is a clear syrup, and it's a great option for anybody in need. Doc, thank you so much again, and I wish you a healthy day ahead.
Thank you for having me.
Absolute pleasure. Well, Zanzi, I hope you've got your health boxes ticked right now, and we've got so much more to dive into on your Feel Good Breakfast show, so definitely don't go anywhere.
New PANADO grape flavor syrup, colorant, tartrazine, alcohol, and sugar-free, giving you the power to fight their pain in a new flavor that is great. I mean grape. It's a clear choice in fast pain and fever relief.